Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Invisible Ink. We finished up raiding that Sankaku vault, not vault, the other one, Chief Financial Executive thingy, um, Chief Financial Suite. So we picked up a vault access card. We also grabbed another Buster chip. We have a fair number of credits to upgrade with. Not sure exactly what I want to do. Let's see what's on the map now that day 2 has started.
Somewhere. Monster will explain.
You guys are good at covering your tracks. You've been hitting the corpse for years, but they've never been able to follow you home. I guess they were too distracted fighting each other to bother. Or maybe you were considered a useful pawn. Enemy of my enemy and all that.
What we do well.
Well, you must have finally done something to get their undivided attention. They were able to pinpoint your HQ by linking their surveillance nets. That's unprecedented. Not for the usual bullshit political reasons, but because of the sheer computational power required. They must have an ungodly powerful network hidden out there somewhere.
One that could host Incognita.
Right. If you put your AI on that network, it would have an incredible degree of access.
Enough to wipe their security records and put Invisible back underground.
More like enough to force them underground, and who knows what else. As I said, it would be incredible. But that's jumping ahead. We have to find it first. They're still looking for you, but they're not hiding the fact anymore. Each time you do an infiltration, the global SecNet lights up like a Christmas tree. Do that enough times, and we should be able to cross-reference the traffic and find the location of the root node.
And then we can strike back. Well then, it's time for us to poke the bear.
By the way, I don't know if I ever mentioned before, but the voice acting in this game is reasonably okay. Central mispronounces mimetic as mimemic once, and then says it as mimetic correctly another time, but, other than that, I think it's pretty good. Hey, there's a vault right here. How nice is that? And then we could head to, another server farm, maybe? Yeah, I wouldn't mind some more hacking tools like a Parasite or Wisp or... I don't know, I'm sure there's plenty of others I would be happy to take. Maybe Golem. Probably wouldn't want to spend the money on it at the moment. But since we're heading to a vault, we're going to need to carry the vault access card, of course. I'd actually prefer to give it to Dr. Shu because he can break into the display cases more cheaply. But we're going to need quite a lot of strength just to carry out all the vault goodies. There's usually at least one, perhaps two, display cases if you're breaking into the inner vault. If you're just on the outside, there could be a display case or there could just be money. But usually in at least one of the two locations there are display cases with stuff you need to carry out. And since we plan to get into both ends, we will need the extra carrying capacity. I could leave the Buster chip at home, or sell it, in fact. Either way, I'll want a bit more strength than this. And then it looks like we have just enough to give them each a bit more strength, or speed, I should say. And I guess this is, in a sense, not really taking up inventory space because it's going to be gone when we use it to hack open the vault. But if that last mission was any indicator, power is not going to be our primary concern. So we could leave the Buster chip home. I mean, on the other hand, it is Sankaku, and often a Buster chip is as good as a weapon. Or better, because it can take out drones. So I think I will take this and just leave each of them with one empty space. Maybe I could give both Buster chips to Decker for some reason, and then let Tony have effectively two empty spaces. I don't see a real compelling reason to do that, so I think this is a fine setup to have. And then head to the vault.
This is a corporate treasure house. It should be stuffed with credits and valuable artifacts that would do far more good in our coffers. The best stuff will need a blank key card, though, so temper your expectations if you don't bring one.
I forgot how long she talks. I've been like skipping her even for this playthrough, and then I remembered like, oh, maybe I should listen. She has a lot to say about these missions. Okay, looks like just one door on the entry room. That's fine. It means I know which way to go. Decker needs a drink, poor guy. I guess the thing to do is just get on both sides of the door and then open. Not peek ahead of time. Yeah. Don't know which one of them to peek with. Decker has a lot more moves. We kind of want Tony to get to the safes, but I think it's better if we have one agent with a lot of moves and one agent with very few than to have two agents with a couple moves, because we can't really get anywhere. Wow! We found the safe! Or the vault! It's right here! It's incredible! Okay, well, Tony can handle this, like, all by himself. Let's just have Decker double check that there's nothing in here. I only have enough movement points to peek once. And the question is, do I open the door before I peek or not? And I think I have to regrettably choose no. Because if there is someone looking at this door, I definitely do not want them to come through. Because that would make life difficult for Tony. So we'll just peek. Oh, that's exciting. He's probably patrolling to up here? They wouldn't patrol through the vault thing, would they? Huh. That's interesting. Can we get a look at this guy from, oops, from here maybe? Like if I peek, I should be able to see him from this square? Yes. Wow! This guy has moves! And now I regret having left Tony right here, which was Decker's exit square. We're going to have to stand here and knock out this guard. So, like, I did plan for the ability to stand here if necessary, but I was hoping it wouldn't be. This is an exciting start to the mission. We could spend a ping to avoid upsetting this guard just yet. I think that that's a good investment. I should have thought of it earlier, and then I wouldn't have had to move Decker out of position. Where he is now is not appreciably worse than where he was, but he would have gotten to do a peek if I hadn't had to move him. I think, as I said, that this is a good ping. Tony has how many moves? 8, 9, something like that? 9. So 1, 2, 3.5, 4.5. Wow. 5, 6, 7.5, 9 gets him to like here if he wants. But that's not exactly a safe space to be. Maybe what we do... Yeah, okay, here's the plan. We ping him to here. And then this will be a safe space to wait in, because he'll want to get back to his patrol and go like this. Okay, so don't ping him up here where he's a bit of a wild card, but ping him right down to the corner where he is not going to do anything. Actually, I also kind of want to stay away from anything that might be a sound bug. That's a bit of a problem. Alright, let's double check again with the moves we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 9. That's the best we can do on one move. Unless we're sprinting, which I don't think we should. I think, yeah, that would be pretty bad, right? So I guess it's just a question of, like, is it worth risking... we could put him like here. This is as good as here. No, it's not, because then he might choose to go this way. But this is as good right here, because then he'll just walk straight out this way. And this exposes us to a couple fewer squares that might be sound bugs. Oh, geez. The problem is if I hit a sound bug, it's just going to make things worse. Although not a lot, right? It'll just add 1 alarm level. And then we'll have to KO the guard anyway, because he'll go investigating the sound instead of the ping. He'll go investigating where the sound bug was instead of where the ping was. And that means that Decker will still KO him. And we'll have, like, wasted an alarm level and a power. But that's a risk that I think is worth taking in exchange for hopefully not having to do either of the... not having to KO this guard at all. So we decided here is the place to go. Good. Didn't hit a sound bug. Alright. Tough first turn.
Investigating the area. Guess it was
Not exactly in the sense that it was like a super dangerous first turn, but in the sense that there were a number of decisions to make that were not no-brainers. Okay. We don't need to peek again. We've already seen all of this stuff. Could there be a camera here? No. Why, though, have we not seen this square if we've seen this one? That makes no sense to me. Very strange. There could be a camera here, so let's stop here. Yep, nothing there. I suppose I should have peeked to see how far this guy would get, but I know the answer, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. He gets to here, which is perfect because it's out of Tony's way and he won't see Decker next turn. So we'll just come down here. And I am not prepared to deal with whatever comes through the door, so I will peek instead of just opening it. And it's a camera drone. All right, little guy, where are you headed to? He's leaving. Okay. Now we'll send Tony in to do... Oh my god, I left the door open. It's fine because he won't be looking this way, but it's just a mistake that I shouldn't have made. He's not going to be able to do that to get back out. So Tony's going to be in here for a little while. Maybe I should have used my Buster Chip on that, in fact. I probably should have. Too late now. Well, we'll spend 1 power on it later. I could spend a power on the camera drone. That would let me get quite a bit of scouting in at the expense of having a camera drone on the loose. Also, maybe last turn when I discovered the vault was here, it would have been nice to have Tony and Decker swap items so Tony has more space to carry stuff. But I guess I couldn't practically have done that anyway, so never mind. Tony needed all his movement points to get here. He couldn't afford to detour down to where Decker is. Decker could have come up to meet him, but that would have cost... No, Decker could have come here, then they swap in these 2 tiles, and then Tony comes here and Decker leaves. So yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, should have used a Buster Chip here. There's a lot of things I should have done differently already. I don't think I want to hack the camera drone. I'm happy enough just having nobody aware of me, I think. I don't know. I think getting 2 turns worth of scouting is worth having a camera drone on the loose. Let's do it. Okay, he was heading over here. Don't think it super matters where he was heading, but that's what I was thinking about. This is a little closer to Decker, so let's send the camera drone the other direction. Yeah, this is super useful information. Well worth spending a couple power and angering a drone a bit. I suppose we should continue inwards, but leave the door open so we can see anyone who comes through here. And then we'll see what this guy is up to and everything. Great. Yeah, looking good. We're gonna have to worry about this guy soon, but not yet. No other hacking that is important to do right now, right? There's a demon database, but who cares? A couple sound bugs, but we don't want to sprint. Yeah, I always forget, like, when I EMP these things, it's like, wait a minute, I'm still gonna have to get out. Okay, who do we move first? Camera drone, I guess? We know there's no one else up here, that's nice. This guy should be moving to, like, right here, basically. Or maybe here, I forget. Not very far. But we definitely don't want Decker around when he arrives. There's another... So this guy is stationary, which is a bit awkward. Decker, of course, can hack his way through with invisibility. Let's come up here and see what's going on in this area.
They'll change their codes after this. That one's useless to us now.
Okay. There's a terminal up here. My previous experience with terminals has been that, like, when you're in a vault and you hack one of these terminals,
There's the vault terminal.
sometimes hacking it makes a guard appear and chase you, and, like, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm going to delay using the Buster Chip this turn so that I can delay the guard appearing. Actually, do I want to delay the guard appearing? I don't know. Doesn't much matter, I think. So I maybe should have EMP'd this on my way in. I was thinking that I wanted to save all my movement points, and I didn't want to get encumbered by picking the thing up. But I could have, like, dropped my shock trap on the ground, EMP'd this, picked this up, run in here, and then grabbed the shock trap back on the way out, using the space freed up by the vault key. You know, whatever. I guess this drone can't quite reach that door, so we'll bring it over to this one. See what's going on back here. Another drone, in fact, a null drone. That's a bit of a nuisance. But fortunately, the camera drone right here will not be noticed by either of the guards. Or the null drone, as long as I leave the door closed. So where do we send Decker? We could send him here. No, this spot, this guy would notice us opening the door, of course. Sure. And we could get back out, but, like, there's no urgent need to steal from this guy just yet, I think. We could pick up some extra power by coming here first. I feel like we've seen all the guards on this level. Like, these four and this guy, it feels like that must be it. Maybe one other drone or something. I don't know what's up here. Maybe the exit? How many safes are left? 1, 2. Okay, so this... I was getting a little confused with this in the last level. We haven't hacked any safes yet, so it's just... There's these two. I think I want to check out what's up this way. Explore before exploit, I suppose. And then once we know what all is going on, we can make a plan to get it all in an appropriate amount of time. Okay, well, we'll end our turn here then. And this is a good reason to not have hacked the vault yet, in case there is a bad guy. He'll come in through here, perhaps, which would be quite a hassle for Decker. But if we wait one more turn, Decker can, like, Buster Chip this and then get out. And not be worried at all about the guy coming in from here. Of course, Tony will still have some issues with the guy arriving, but he's going to have those regardless. Okay, I think we're done with this turn. What was that? Oh, we saw in there because of the drone. Yes, okay. So, I don't need to peek again. Also, there could be like a shop here, perhaps? Let's see what this is, just in case we decide it's a disaster. Siphon. Alright, well, we can arrange to spend all of our power before the siphon gets here. Don't you worry about that. Okay. There is an enforcer, and he's very close by.
That triggered a silent alarm.
How close is he going to get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, 7.5. He'll stop here. So we could like shock trap this door on the way out, for example, would be pretty convenient. I should have sprinted. There's no sound bugs anywhere near here. We should be able to end here, right? Guards... Well, one guard, I think, has moved from here to here. Or here to here or something like that. Yeah, like here. One of these two. And he's going to come in to, like, be standing here. Maybe he would be able to see this square, actually. When he's standing right here. No, because this wall would block it, right? He could see things on this line that I'm drawing here, but not any further. Still, I think it would be okay, but it's not really worth taking the risk to save one action point, I don't think. Meanwhile, this guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, 7.5. Oh, actually 7.5. He'll be here, right? Or 8. He'll be here. He's going to end his turn right here. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll still be able to shock trap this door on the way out, I believe. Okay, so we have to spend 2 more power to avoid wasting any. That safe seems like a perfectly fine thing to take, as does this. Oh, this is important. Yeah, we need that so that we can get out. I don't know. Let's leave it on, see what it does when guards walk into it. I don't think it does much of anything. But sure. Okay, now a siphon will cost us just 1 power. And I do want to check out what is going on up here. Yes, indeed, it was the shop. Oh, I forgot to loot this one. We won't have enough power to get in here for a couple of turns, I suppose. There could be some more of the stuff back here. Let's go check that out. No, unless there's a safe right here, which is possible. But I don't think that's very likely. So we need to get Decker out of this room and into this one to start making progress. Yeah, he triggered that thing, but it doesn't seem to have done anything. It just went zot, like, I don't know what that was for. Yeah, so as predicted, someone standing here can't see here. What exactly will his path be? Okay, so we can stand here. Do we want to shock trap the door? Is a question worth asking. It will cost us an alarm level for knocking out a guard. But it will save us several turns of that one guard being awake, right? And it won't alert any other guards. No, nobody will notice him. So... it'll save us, what, like 3 turns of his activity, probably? Maybe 4? Knocks him out for 3 turns, but he'll also spend some extra time investigating the square he got knocked out on and so forth. So I think it's a pretty good deal for us to have him out of commission. Yeah, I will go ahead and do that. step here, and then here. Now we can see the guy's line of sight, of course, but we weren't going to walk into it anyway. Start taking the loot. Meanwhile, this guy is going to get back to his normal patrol path, which is 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, as I recall. I'm not sure that we have a single turn way past him. We're probably going to have to get to just here, take a breather, and then try to get past him to here or something. If we could get to here, we'd be good. Can we have 9 moves, right? 2.5, 4, 5.5, 6, 7.5, 8.5. We could get here and then knock him out, but I don't think that's worth doing. I think I'd rather get to here and then go 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to here, and then continue out this way. Yeah, so that's my plan, is to next turn get here. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to wait a whole extra cycle if I wait for him, aren't I? Because after this turn, he's gonna be out here. Well, we could sprint, but that does not really help, because then he would hear us and he would come over here and we would have to knock him out. Oh, plus there's a sound bug down here that would be notified if we were sprinting. So he goes out here and we wait here. He comes back, we go... something better we can do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9? Get to here? That's not exactly great, because he would still see us when he turned around. What? I turned on my phone to like have a timer so I could see how long this episode has been taking, and it has just notified me that it's shutting down. No reason. Powering off. Good work, phone. No idea how long this episode's going to go then. I think we're getting up to about half an hour, though, aren't we? Ugh. Tony's in a bit of a spot that's going to take some time to get out of. But it's not hugely urgent that he get out of it in a hurry, so we can afford to wait a bit. Oh, right, and he's going to be moving even slower than that because he's going to be encumbered, huh? So, in that case, I'm not sure there even is a way that he can get out of that situation without KOing the other guy. Which is, like, maybe acceptable, but not what I would have liked to happen. Oh, well. That means I'll have to use the Buster Chip on this instead of the EMP to preserve his attack. I'm not very happy about that either. Is it important that I be able to go to the shop here? I'd like to look at it. It could be useful. We're gonna eat this demon, which sucks. Oh, we have ping back. We could get past this guy by pinging him into somewhere useless. Good. I like that much better. It means we won't be able to get to the shop next turn because we won't have enough power to do that and ping, but that's life. Okay. Boy, that was a lot of thinking after taking all of my actions. Poor guy. Alright, where are the new cameras? Nowhere terribly important, I think. But if we're doing this, then... Oh, I forgot, we can wait here. That's a little bit better than here. Do we need to ping him then? Alright, so let's see. we could stand here and ping the guy to here. That seems like a very strong play. It gets us out of the area. It doesn't alert the guard. Gets us out of the area in a big hurry. We don't have to waste all of our move points on something dumb. So how far can a ping reach exactly and still get this guy? We can't send him anywhere in this room. Except here, actually, we can. So I guess that's fine. I'll do that. Then we'll grab this. When I do, I'll lose some action points and I'll have to stop here. But that's fine. And, no, I was going to ambush just in case that was somehow important, but of course it isn't. I should really have not made Decker spend so much time up in this room, especially if I'd realized I was going to need another turn before I could get to the shop. Maybe just have Tony hit the shop up when he's done. It means we're not going to have Tony deal with all these safes, but I don't know how we were going to manage that anyway. Oh my god, there's a camera right there. Alright, glad I had an extra movement point. Okay. Well, yeah, we're not in trouble yet. We do have an angry camera drone and a soon-to-be angry enforcer, but he's got his own problems to deal with at the moment, I think. He's going to be a while investigating all that stuff. Nothing to do this turn with the old hacker tools.
Okay, we're investigating. Nothing.
Okay, so we move up here. Whoa, the camera saw me. I forgot the camera already. God dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it.
You see that?
Of course, the camera drone spotted me. Sort of. Oh man, there's a ton of guards coming up here, huh? Well, let's take the camera like I should have done, I think. Should I do that? Maybe I should. Maybe I should just take this opportunity to invisible through this whole place. Deal with the camera later. But I want it available as an escape tool, not just like I made a mistake. Well, most of the escape tools are necessary because you made a mistake. But I don't want to be just like, oh no, I made a mistake, better cloak. Like, I should stop and think whether that is the right solution to the problem before I use a very valuable and scarce resource like his cloaking rig. I wonder if my phone's just out of batteries. Maybe that's what happened. Like, left it unplugged too long? Who knows? Alright, well. Rip timer, I guess. Where is this guy gonna get to? I don't know. I assumed we'd be able to make it to down here or something. But it looks like we can't, actually. Also, why is this rebooting? What? That's very strange. Shouldn't be rebooting. I don't know what's going on. I can come down here, though, and then whether this guy... whether he's going down here... I think he should, right? He should come down here. I can end my turn here, or actually here is even better, while in ambush, and that would let me deal with this guy if he does choose to come this way. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to. I think he'll come back over here. So I'll take the chance and go here. If he does surprise me by coming back into this room for some reason, then I can escape by coming down this way. Now, what to do with Decker? How much power would he pick up here? 1. So we couldn't really hack anything very interesting. 1 safe, basically. Whereas we could sort of take advantage of having been spotted here, and we have all these guards closing on this location. If we could find a way to make use of that, like coming through this room and then letting Tony bust in through here unopposed, that might be a thing to do. Doesn't seem like I can really do that, though. I could pick up this, run through here, pick up both of these consoles, and end my turn here. That's a thing I could do. And I would still have invisibility left after doing all of that. I think that's actually a pretty valuable thing to do, because that'll give me a bunch of power that I can use before we hit alarm level 2 with the firewall increase. Right, there's a bunch of stuff that I would like to hack with just one power that would, or one firewall that would soon become 2. So if I can get a bunch of power first, like how much is that? 1, 2, 4, 6 power. So that's like 3 devices that I can hack. Plus the 2 I have is 4. That's pretty good. If I'm doing that, I should consider where it is that I want the this camera to see me, because that's where all the guards will go. And I can walk Decker to a place, let the camera see me there, and then hack the camera, and it won't see me anymore. And in that way, manipulate where it is the guards will move to next turn. And I think that like somewhere up in this neighborhood is pretty good, but not so far north that they'll see me up here. So let's do that. I think that that's pretty productive. Yeah. So grab this. Yes. Okay, agreed. Pick up the console. Run to like here. Now that's where they should be coming to get me. Even though their thing has not been updated, I believe that's where they'll go. Now I'll take this camera, so it doesn't notice me going any further than that. Snag these consoles. And hide. I can take this, I suppose, now while I still can, before the null drone gets to it. Likewise this. Sure. And I'd like the shop as well. Yeah, that's all the stuff I can see that I really want before the alarm level goes up. Okay. I guess they didn't get notified of the new camera positioning. Weird.
Must be imagining things.
Wow, what was the... That was the sound of a drone moving a lot. I don't know. Okay, well... So that means that Decker can't exactly make a lot of progress this turn. I suppose he could choose to open this door. And thereby lure some of these guards, but not all of them away. Lure basically just this one, right? Tony's gonna have a rough time. This guy should be... This square, of course, is hidden to him. This one, I think, is probably hidden. Yeah, definitely. Or at any rate, he's not... He might notice it, but he won't be watching it. So we can come in through here, open and shut this door, and then hide over here to get closer to the shop if we want. Really, it's the only way to get into this room. So whatever we want to get to, this is progress. I suppose not. This might be better progress. Then again, no, because the guard who was down here will be looking at this door next turn, so we want to get through now while we can.
Do you see that?
It's sort of unclear how to get at all of this stuff down here. Drones back to 3. Jeez. And we could cloak to get in here this turn, but I think it's better to just let these guards get back to their business. And then go through next turn. I'm concerned about one of the drones coming up here and scanning or something, but I don't think they will. They'll get to like here and scan, but that won't be close enough to either agent. So none of the guards should be doing anything too surprising. This guy's going to be looking like this, which means he'll notice this square but not watch it, and I can duck into the shop, maybe unload the Buster chip to free up some space, and then check out what's for sale. Okay. So I think that, having remarked early in the episode that these episodes are longer than I would like, and having recently lost the timer that was going on my phone, just now, before Alarm Level 2 starts, is probably a good time to break this mission into 2 episodes. So if you've enjoyed, or, you know, hey, even if you haven't, come join me in the next video for part 2 of this mission. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.